Yeah, I'm sick and tired of getting blown off and sick and tired of getting lied to. I'm sick and tired of getting talked
Sean?
over. It is.
Hey, Sean, hey, actually, I owe you an apology. So, we had a thing where we said that Center for Living and one of our deputies was going to come out and talk to you last night, or this morning, actually. And I messed up and I scheduled it for the wrong day. So, they're going to come out tomorrow. So it wasn't a lie, it was just I messed up. And I scheduled it for the wrong day.
Ma'am, there needs to be more people like you who admit when they fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Ma'am, I've taken 6 years of abuse because people don't admit when they screw up. I'm the only one who does.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, no, that was entirely my fault. I scheduled it for the wrong day, and somebody will be coming out to talk to you at 8 o'clock in the morning. I guess it's now today, so in about 8 hours.
You know how much of a difference it makes when people just admit that they screwed up. Through all of this stuff that I've been dealing with Natalie, you know, it wasn't the fact that people screwed up that was the crime. It was the fact that they tried to hide it and didn't care that innocent people were being harmed. It's okay to make mistakes.
I do my best to care about everybody that calls in here, so.
Ma'am, I
Do you
need
need anything tonight, or?
I do. Ma'am, I haven't gotten to sit down and hang out with my loved ones in 6 years.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'd need a friend. I haven't had a friend in 6 years, and I'm going nuts.
That's gotta be really hard. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I could blame you for it, but I don't think it's your fault. The problem is that somebody needs to step in and help me put a stop to it. Everybody says it's not their job. It's not their job. The thing is that somebody's got to step in.
Someone step in to help you out in the morning can help you with that.
I'm not.
That's the option that I have.
I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with law enforcement anywhere. I'm tired of my friends dying and cops telling me they have to follow the law. If the law gets people killed, I'm sure as hell not going to follow it.
It's definitely difficult. We do our best here in Hood River to help everybody that calls us, though. Sadly, there's not always resources available, but the people that the Center for Living and all of them, they've got more resources than I do.
Well, that's the problem. I already talked to them about their resources. It's like people don't hear what I have to say. They don't take it seriously. It was explained to me that I need to have them appoint me a victim's rights advocate because I literally cannot defend myself and I can't take care of myself. And re-explaining that, you know, the thing with those officers and with those people at the Center for Living is they need to listen to the situation instead of talking over me, because there are reasons why the stuff that they're assuming that they can just throw in my face is going to work. I've been through this in multiple states already, and we're going through the same exact stuff in this one.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't have any friends. I don't have any help with any of this technical stuff. It's not my fault. I don't know how to do it. And I'm tired of being victimized and treated like I'm not trying because I don't know how.
Well, the fact that you're calling in and you're trying to get help shows that you're trying.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but that doesn't stop people from victimizing me everywhere I go. I really need you guys to look up the name Natalie Bollinger.
To look up her name?
Yes, ma'am.
I think we have, actually.
They killed a lot more people than just Natalie.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I got the internet.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
I gotta try to find a place to plug in my electronics.
I'm not quite sure where you could do that at this time of night.
Nowhere, that's the problem. I mean, with my vehicle being busted down and everything being more expensive because I can't walk all the way to Walmart, I am so screwed up physically, and people keep ignoring that when they want to give me suggestions. They keep giving me suggestions that are beyond my abilities because of my disabilities.
Right.
The First Amendment actually affords me the right to have someone appointed to assist me with that because of my disabilities.
Right. I think that's part of where Center for Living is supposed to be able to step in and help with that, because they've got some victims advocates there and some other people that they work with that can help get people set back up on their feet.
I want to tell you something about experience from places like that, because I just went through that in Nebraska, where I had advocates that were supposed to do something, and they outright refused. The lady who was in charge was Marcia Estrada, and the lady who was supposed to be my caseworker was Penny Cooper, and she outright refused to do her job. She wouldn't do what Marcia Estrada was telling her is her job. I'm tired of my friends ending up corpses while the cops do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, well, I know that our officers and deputies are trying to do everything that they can to help you out here. So I'm sorry I accidentally scheduled that for the wrong day. Again, they'll be coming out to you in almost 7 hours now, because it's almost 1.
Well, they were going to come out 3 or 4 days ago as well, and they didn't. And they didn't.
Well, I think that was just Center for Living on their own. This time they're going to respond with one of our deputies so that we know that they go out and talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
That way we make sure that you're getting that.
Yes, ma'am. And that way the officers, when I'm told that the Center for Living doesn't do something, those officers actually hear it.
Right, then they see it too. So that'll kind of connect both parties there.
That was the problem in Nebraska. My autism advocate was all the way in Lincoln, and I was all the way on the west end of the state. It's a 9-hour drive. She explained to me repeatedly that what the cops were saying was her job is not her job. And I had to be the go-between for literally 6 months until the statute of limitations was completely over.
That's difficult. Well, hopefully tomorrow or earlier in a few hours, you won't have to be the go-between between the two groups today.
They really do need to take a look at the evidence that I have, whether they think that it's important or not. The fact is that I move often because once somebody recognizes me from one of their true crime sites, like, ma'am, I've moved over 40 times since Natalie died. I've moved just in the last 4 months, I've moved 4 times.
That's hard to do. Moving is not fun, I'm sorry.
It's expensive, and I have to live on disability money, and if I get enough money to hire a real lawyer, they take away my disability money because I have more funds coming in. And then they won't readjust it for 6 months. They do everything that they can to deprive poor people of the right to defend themselves in court.
Well, hopefully we can get some of that figured out for you tomorrow.
I hope so. But between now and then...
I gotta let you go because I've got I gotta
yes,
keep the
ma'am.
lines open in case anybody needs to call, but they'll be coming out to you in the morning, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, you have a good night, okay?
That's not going to happen, but thank you.
Bye.
Bye.